Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
So long I've wandered. Learn from your mistakes. Violence to end violence. So long I've wandered. My hands are still. Unnecessary strike. How should I proceed? Burdens of the past. What conflict awaits? Choose your own path. Learn from your mistakes. My spirit is not lost. For those who were lost. Sword mirror honor. Learn from your mistakes. It must come to pass. A sword mirrors its owner.
Rampage. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Choose your own path. How should I proceed? What conflict awaits? My spirit is not lost. Rhythms of attack.
An ally has been slain.
To serve the greater good. My hands are still.
An ally has been slain.
My spirit is not lost.
An ally has been slain.
I proceed? So long I've wandered. Choose your own path. What conflict awaits?
Shut down. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Sword mirrors. Her spirit is not lost.
An ally has been slain.
Cannot go unpunished. Leave doubt behind. Burdens of the past. My hands are stained. My spirit is not lost.
Pues acompáñame, te compartiré la armonía que encontré. Yo ya no lucho nunca
Choose your own path.
porque
So long have wandered.
tantas cosas que idear.
The time attack is over. Learn from your mistakes. Burdens of the past. A sword knows its own edge. What conflict awaits? My spirit is not lost. Choose your own path.
Shut down.
How should I consider?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
My hands are stained. Learn from your mistakes. My spirit is not lost. Choose your own path.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
What conflict awaits? Burdens of the past. The time for talk is over.
Dominating. An ally has been
So long I've wandered. Sword merits its own.
shut down. Has destroyed an inhibitor.
Learn from your mistakes. I know my purpose.
You withdrew $10,000 on the 23rd. Can you tell me what that was for? Even for you, that's a large sum of money. Why did you need it in cash?
So Max wouldn't know.
Wouldn't know what?
That I hired a private investigator. How do you think I found out about Laura?
Ken Volz.
You're blocking my line of vision.
Where's your manners? Aren't you going to invite us in?
Look, I'm on the clock. Everything I had on the case is in there.
You by any chance on the cat, Mr. Volz?
2 dogs, Jack Russells.
We were wondering if Mrs. Kleberg didn't maybe have a second job for you, night of the 23rd.
I don't eliminate husbands. I just put them in piping hot water.
You can account for your whereabouts that night between 8 and 10?
I was following a guy out to a little love nest in Jersey. I keep toll receipts for tax purposes, if you'd like them.
How long were you on Kleberg?
2 weeks. 2 days said it all, but I like to be thorough. Oh, damn it. Almost missed my guy.
Got a guy in the background of 2 of these, different locations.
He's eyeballing Max.
Like he's tracking him.
Have you seen this man before?
It's Vincent.
Is he a friend of yours?
No. He lives right below me in 4B. Why do you have his picture?
He just came up during the investigation. He a violent guy?
Vincent? No. He's harmless.
Maybe harmless Vincent isn't as harmless as he looks.
We've been thinking Laura was attacked because of a relationship with Max. Now, maybe Max was murdered because of his connection to Laura.
She said the apartment right under hers. She said 4B, right?
Vincent.
Yeah?
Hey, what's your name?
Chloe, get back inside.
It's a cute cat. We ask you a few questions?
No.
La 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 la
Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at taking Frost Queen's claim in the mid lane. I think it's actually a really cool and slightly overpowered idea. Yup, this is the blue support item, but I've seen this a few times in high-elo solo queue, so I looked into it more and it actually makes a lot of sense. So let's just start with why you'd even do this in the first place, and the real reason is simply just gold. Frost Queen's claim isn't going to give you more power than other items, but it's going to accelerate your build mid-game and get ahead that way instead, in theory gaining a massive gold lead. The first part is the gold generation all the time. Even from Spell Thieves, that's the one you buy at the start, you will gain 2 gold per 10 seconds for the rest of the game. That means by the time you first base at around 10 minutes into the game, you'll have earned an extra 120 gold. Nothing major, but still nice for not really doing anything. That's only part of the extra gold though. The main part is from the other passive. So spells and basic attacks against enemy champions and buildings deal 10 additional damage and grant 8 gold, which can occur up to 3 times every 30 seconds. If you did hit them 3 times every 30 seconds, you'd gain an extra 480 gold in the first 10 minutes. Now that part is massive, but sadly it isn't too likely because every time you kill a minion, every time you get a CS, that passive disables for 12 seconds. So why am I bothering to tell you to buy this item then, if it disables anyway? The big thing is when you upgrade to the Frost Queen's claim, killing a minion no longer disables the passive, plus you gain 15 gold per hit now. This means that you can CS and gain gold from the harass at the same time, and to put it into perspective, if you hit them 3 times every 30 seconds, which is not that hard, you'll gain an extra 900 gold every 10 minutes. After 15 minutes, you'd have like enough to buy an extra large rod worth of AP, which is equivalent to getting like 4 kills worth of gold. It isn't just the gold either. The Icy Ghost passive sends, well, ghosts out to hunt nearby enemy champions, revealing them and slowing them for 40% for 4 seconds. This is really good, honestly. It makes you really hard to gank, first of all, because you can just activate them and slow the people running at you. It makes it really hard for people to run away from you, really good at engaging a fight, catching people, and by slowing them it also makes landing skill shots a crap ton easier. Now that all sounds really good, right? But let's look at the downside of getting it. There's obviously going to be a downside to getting free gold. At level 1 you'll start with Spell Thieves instead of a Doran's. Spell Thieves is 25% base mana regen, 5 AP, and then the passive gold parts. Doran's is 60 health, 50% base mana regen, and 15 AP, plus you get 4 mana back for killing a unit. That's actually quite a lot of combat stats missing. Well, stats in general missing actually. This is kind of the point though. We're trading at early game power for more gold and more items mid game. So what about if we look at Frost Queen's claim compared to Umbrella Nomicon and Athene's, which are basically the cheapest and most common AP first items. Morello is 2550, 100% base mana regen, 80 AP, 20% cooldown, and the Grievous Wounds passive. Now Athene's is 2800, 100% base mana regen, 60 AP, 20% cooldown, 25 magic resist, and restores 2% missing mana every 5 seconds. Frost Queen's is 150% base mana regen, so slightly higher, 50 AP, 10% cooldown, and then the gold passives. You can see you're losing a good chunk of AP and cooldown to get the extra gold, and a little bit more utility I guess with the ghosts as well. Really the idea is that you will get your second item and especially your third item faster than if you got Morello or Athene's, which will more than make up for that AP difference to start with. So the real question is sacrificing that early game power worth the extra gold? Well, in short, on certain champions, yes it is. Just to make the point first though, if you're in a hard lane or against someone like LeBlanc, then you probably don't want to do this. It will make your life harder than it is already going to be. You also do not want to do this on lane bullies because you want the extra early stats to have more of an early impact. The best champions to get this are the ones who have some kind of damage over time or constant damage, so you can get those 3 procs and then go back to farming. That's going to be the key to maximizing your gold early. You get the 3 stacks and then you go back to farming until the stacks are up again 30 seconds later. Champions like Morgana, Malzahar, and Brand all have that damage over time to proc it really easily. The other reliable way is to have some kind of long-ish range poke to get the procs with. Things like Xerath, Ziggs, Ari, or Orianna could all work as they aren't exactly early game champions, but they spike really
Lives directly below Laura Todd, our second rape victim.
Who was the mistress of the late Dr. Kleber?
Husband to rape victim number 1.
Peyton, the one with motive.
But no direct connection to Vincent.
Well, we do have Peyton and Lara's building, also Vincent's building, 3 days before the murder.
So what? She bumps into him on an elevator and hires him to off her husband and mess up the mistress?
Well, the rape kits came back. The same man who raped Laura raped Peyton.
All right, let's set Peyton aside for a minute here. Is there any chance that there was a relationship between Laura and Vincent?
Well, she says that she barely knew him, but, only to pass in the hall.
Could have been a committed relationship in his mind. How many times have we seen that behavior with stalkers?
Vincent sees the doctor making house calls, thinks he's being wronged, and seeks revenge.
Yeah, and Peyton gets caught in the crossfire.
Now, what about the food at the Klebergs, right? Was there any DNA from the saliva?
There wasn't any. Crime lab says he didn't take bites, he tore pieces off.
A lot of arrows you got up there.
But no way to connect Vincent.
Well, you know who does connect with everybody? Cleo. Tabby hairs were found on all 3 victims, and Vincent owns a tabby.
Circumstantial. You can't prove the hairs came from Vincent's cat. All his attorney has to do is parade 50 tabbies through the courtroom. He's still got reasonable doubt.
Well, if we got the DNA from the damn cat, would that be enough to get Vincent's?
Sure. But New York State doesn't have that kind of technology. In fact, I only know of 2 cases in the entire United States where they've used cat DNA.
What do you say we make it 3?
If Vincent comes back, buzz us.
I don't see no cat.
That doesn't mean anything. They're freaky little creatures. They lurk.
We'll keep looking. We're gonna check in on Laura.
Yeah, pussy, pussy, pussy.
You're kidding, right?
This is not my area of expertise.
Oh, come on. Where's this cat? Oh, there you are, you demonic little furball. Come here, sweetheart. That's a good kid.
What happened?
Nothing.
Nothing. Those are fresh bruises.
I'm fine, really.
Laura, we know what's going on. If you don't work with us, we can't help you.
There's nothing to help me with.
You were raped. Now, we know about Vincent. Everywhere you go, there he is.
He's very possessive, isn't he? Laura, we don't think that you're safe here. Is there anyone, anywhere that you can stay?
No. I don't have anyone.
I know a women's shelter near where you work. I'm gonna take you there, okay?
Okay.
Are you the zoological geneticist?
This has been a royal pain. Do you realize we had to have special panels FedExed from a genomic lab in Maryland?
No, but we appreciate it. Are we close?
Almost.
But you will be able to tell us today whether or not the hairs came from Cleo.
Do you have any idea what you're asking? For starters, it's a cat. So right there, we're not using the standard 13 marker test.
So you can't get it.
No, I got it. It's your cat.
Pick up Vincent. I'll bootstrap a warrant.
Go ahead.
Laura? Just put down the gun, honey. Put down the gun.
He shot him.
I can see that, Laura. I just need you to hand me that gun, all right?
I had to. He wouldn't stop.
That's okay now. Lower the gun, all right? Hold it.
Ruger P94.
I moved in 3 years ago, all by myself. I didn't think I could carry up one more box when Vincent came over and started helping me. After that, he was just always there.
You became romantic?
I told him I just wanted to be friends, but he was so persistent and sweet. He wore me down.
He didn't stay too sweet.
I came home late from work one day and he'd burned my clothes.
Why?
He accused me of cheating, said I was a whore, then started hitting me.
Why didn't you report him?
He apologized. Swore it would never happen again. Promised to make it up to me. He said I was the most beautiful girl in the world. But then he did it again. I don't know how many times.
Were you two together when you started seeing Max?
Vincent punished me for 2 years of infidelities I never committed. I thanked God when I found Max.
How'd Vincent feel about that?
He followed me everywhere. He had a key. He'd come into my apartment in the middle of the night. But I was finally strong enough because of Max to say no.
Why didn't you get out of that building?
Max was just about to leave Peyton. We were gonna get a place together. Vincent came into my apartment that night and told me we could be together again. Max was dead.
Laura, why didn't you call the police?
You don't know Vincent. He'd kill me. No matter where I went, he would find me and kill me like he killed Max.
You were at the shelter. You were safe. Why did you go back?
He was waiting for me outside the shelter. I couldn't believe he found me there, too. He must have followed us.
But I don't understand. Why did you go back to the apartment?
He forced me. He started to rape me again. And I couldn't let it keep happening. I made it to his gun and shot him.
Classic battered women syndrome.
Yeah, but there's a hitch.
She's got the numbness, the low self-esteem, the fatalism, and the physical injuries kind of speak for themselves. What's the hitch?
It's not clear-cut self-defense. She shot the man that killed her lover.
A jury could very easily see that as an act of revenge.
She was beaten, raped, and terrorized. In her mind, there was no escape.
Look, if she had shot him in her own apartment during the rape, we wouldn't even have to have this conversation.
As it stands now, all we've got is he said, she said, he's dead.
Battered women rarely report abuse. They are conditioned to believe that no one's going to help them.
Okay, I want to